Hey everyone, I'm Chris and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to share with you guys my first month of experience trading the stock market. This is a very amateur experience, so to all experienced traders out there, you can just go ahead and skip this video, or you can stay, you can give me advice, or you can laugh at me. That's totally fine as long as you leave a like for the YouTube algorithm. Before anything else, I just want to update you guys on what's happening here in New Zealand. So currently it's been 24 days since we've had new cases in the country, and also there are zero active cases at all, so no one's in the hospital recovering from this, which is a good thing. And also you will see my dog running around. Another good thing that came out of this pandemic is that I had a lot of free time, and I spent that time learning the stock market. It all started in March, so around May, this is when I traded actively, and this is what I'm going to share with you. The platform that I'm using is called Hatch. This is where I buy and sell stocks, and I only trade the US share market. Hatch in itself has some limitations. First of all, it has a transaction fee of $3 every time you buy and every time you sell, but I guess that's common with any other websites out there. The one thing about Hatch that really affects my trading is that you can't buy full shares. Like for example, if you want to buy Tesla shares, there's no option to put I want to buy 3 Tesla shares. You have to write the amount in dollars, whether it's like 2,000 something, and of course the price changes, so you'll always end up with full shares plus some fractional shares. So that's one limitation. The other limitation is that every time you put a limit sell or a market stop loss, you can only do this in full shares. So you'll always have fractional shares left behind, and if you want to get rid of that, you'll spend another $3. So that's the one thing I don't like about Hatch, because it affects me as a swing trader, and it's something that a few members, including myself, have mentioned in our Facebook group, and hopefully they change it because they're constantly improving their platform anyway. All the currency I'm going to mention in this video is in US dollars because I am trading the US stock market. The very first stock I traded was Tesla, and this is becoming one of my favorite stocks to trade. So in the wake of Elon Musk's tweet, he said that Tesla stocks were way overpriced. So it went from $858 to $690 in a day. However, I didn't buy at the lowest point because it's one rules of trading that you wait for confirmation before you buy into the stock, because you need to be sure that it's not going even more downhill than it is. So I waited for confirmation and bought Tesla at $730. The next day, I sold it at market open at $782 with a $209 in profit. So in hindsight, I could have held this a bit longer, but the thing is, the US market opens at 1:30 a.m. here in New Zealand. So I can't really trade every day. It depends on if I have work the next day or not. And in this case, I locked in my profits, and I'm happy with that. Next tickers are Gilead and Inogen. Both of these were a practice in cutting losses and getting out of a position. So with Gilead, I bought at 80.46, sold 8 days later at 79.81 with a loss of $14. Inogen, on the other hand, I bought at 42.09, sold 21 days later with a loss of $94. And this is my biggest loss for the month of May. I learned a lot from trading both of these positions. With Inogen, I bought at confirmation. It was over sold on the RSI. It had a lot of upward potential, and so I thought surely it's going upward from here, right? FOMO got the best of me. I bought Inogen and I was wrong. I knew it was below the long-term SMA line, and I broke my 4th rule. I didn't follow it, and that's why I lost the money. Next trade was the Boeing company. I bought it at 121, sold 5 days later at 132 for $106 in profit. So with some companies, they have a pattern of being oversold and being overbought and again and again and again for 5 to 6 days. days, and this was the case with the Boeing company, and that's why I could just leave it and not check it every night, and I came back to it when it was time to sell. Another FOMO trade was VREX. The chart looks very similar to that of Inogen. I guess I didn't learn the first time. I bought at 18.20, sold 12 days later at 18.21, and because of the fees, I lost $5.07. So the last trade for the month of May was Tesla again with a $95 profit. So with that, it brings my total to $296 in profit, and because I was trading around $4,000 in swing trading, that brings my return of investment to 7.4%. To put it into perspective, if you want to put your money into a long-term savings account, I just looked online, the highest rate was 1.8 lock-in for 1 year, so you will need at least $16,000 in a term deposit. You can't touch that for 1 year to earn about $288. So that's the difference between investing in a stock market and investing your money in a long-term savings account. Of course, one is definitely safer than the other, but the return of investment is higher in trading the stock market, and it just depends on your risk management, where you want to invest your money. After my last trade in May, I actually stopped trading for a while because I thought maybe I had beginner's luck, and that's why I was really profitable. And so I used all my profits and enrolled myself in a comprehensive course, and ever since then I've just been learning more and more every day about trading. With every trade, you definitely learn something. And also another thing I've been doing is I've been paper trading, and I write in my journal all the things that I've learned. First of all, because I'm not a full-time trader, I could have just held on to Gilead, Inogen, and VREX until it recovered, and I wouldn't have lost any money at all, as long as I'm not holding on to a leverage ETF or in a company that's filing for bankruptcy like Hertz. My stocks would have been completely fine until it recovered. And my other lesson is that I trade the best setups now. I don't break any of my rules, and I'm fighting the FOMO every time, because sometimes the best position is no position at all. To anyone out there wanting to day trade or to swing trade, it's not easy and it requires a lot of studying. There's actually a statistics out there that says 80% of day traders lose money, and I can definitely see why. Even for myself, after being profitable, I was thinking maybe I should just invest my money into a long-term index fund, like a Vanguard index fund, because first of all, it's easier, and second of all, I won't have to stay up until like 4 a.m. in the morning. However, I do enjoy the technical analysis that comes with day trading, and I also like the possibility of doing trading part-time or full-time in the future, and I can do it anywhere in the world as long as there is high-speed internet. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I do apologize for the quality of this video. I think it went downhill because I started at sunset and now it's completely dark outside. If you have any questions regarding trading, leave them below, but keep them amateur, because I'm very new to trading. If it's a question like, what is an index fund? Those questions I can answer, but if not, I'll show you in the right direction. So that's all for me. Thank you guys so much. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Leave me a like, leave me a comment, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
You can't wait on other people to be what you've been called to be. You can't wait on their affirmation. You can't wait on their approval. You can't wait on their support. Sometimes you just got to run and look behind you and say, everybody who wants to run, run, but I can't stop running because you're not running with me. Listen to me, hear me. You can't stop chasing your